You stand there in the heat of this island. You see the smoke billowing from a volcano that's not just too far from you. You see the small peak. It's not very mountainous or high, but you look as this person who's dressed in blue and red robes stare down at you towards the hut, grinning towards Riker. He looks at you again and repeats, "I knew you'd be back. Riker, and I see you brought some friends. Have you come to submit?"
Not hard.
What a shame. And who might you be?
Hi, I'm Dima. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, I do not want to touch you. You look like you have something festering.
I had a nickel every time.
And who are you?
Hey, you know, I think you left some friends on the island a little further south when they cursed our friend. Could you, perchance, lift the curse on her? Please?
On who might you be speaking about?
Oh, I see. Well, we have our friend who, a minion of yours cursed.
So the rituals worked. The army of the dead has returned.
Repetitively.
That's not something that you, being a raven, should be happy about.
Oh, hun, he's not.
Oaths are meant to be broken, yes.
No.
That's the point of an oath, is that you don't break it. Otherwise, there's dire consequences that corrupt your mind, body, heart, and soul.
It's funny. The truth that we learn in the real world, hidden by crowns and thrones. Death brings life. Your friend will bring about such life.
Me or Miranda?
Oh, yes. Were you cursed by my monsters?
I don't think so.
Then
Unless the skull is part of your monsters, but I really don't
And he
think
pauses
so.
and you just stares at you for a second when you said that.
They seemed afraid of the skull too.
And what skull are you referring to?
Oh, not my special skull. It's in my head.
You wouldn't happen to think of sapphire, ruby, and crystal skulls, would you?
Yeah. Exactly. That's a really good guess.
Really good guess. Well then, I'm going to need your head.
I'm using it, sorry.
That's okay.
You come back and see me in like 80,
My minions
let's be honest, 50 years.
will relieve you. And he snaps his fingers, and out of the dark, out of the woods steps. I don't know.
It's fine.
Well, I would have made back there. You see the beach over there?
He steps back to this.
That was over there was my wit said that we are well beyond.
Alright, everybody roll initiative. Nero, you're first.
I am going to cast Fairy Fire on a 20-foot cube, trying to get all three of these guys.
Nice. Nice.
They're gonna glow like this sickly purple. Let me check. Yep, 13.
Alright, so the first one got a 14.
Okay.
The second one got a 15. And the third one got a 7. So
Okay.
this one down here at the end failed.
Okay.
Alright. Next up, Riker.
Alright, bonus action. We're gonna cast it's a ranger spell, Hunter's Mark,
Okay.
on this person here.
Okay.
And while he does that, since we're doing a share turn, I'm gonna
Sure.
use my bonus action.
Okay.
Bardic Inspiration on Dawn. Time to put those bracers to use. Come on, show us what you got.
9.
9.
You see his
Alright, you
dirty
miss.
dancing.
Yeah.
Alright, so you turn around, you spin, and you swing right over the top. But like he ducks out of the way, but you just grin because you've got him marked and laser focused. Splinter.
Take out my hand axe. And I'm gonna brace and cast Sacred Flame on this guy.
Okay.
And a dex of 12.
He fails. Got an 11.
Nice. 5.
5. All right.
Radiant damage.
You cast the fire, and this beam of light just comes right from above and just this kind of sizzles his arm just a little bit, but he's still in the fight, in the game. Okay. All right. This one attacking Dawn. Nat 1. Yes. First one of the game.
I was ready.
It's the bracers. It's
Brazier,
I'm not gonna say.
You look so flashy and cool. It was distracted.
All right. It swings and oversteps you, stumbling back 5 feet.
Nice.
All right. This one's coming up with Splinter. 17.
Hits.
All right. 1d4 plus 2.
Not a hero.
4 hit points. All right. This one charges Dora. 14.
Hits.
All right. Using the spear this time, so 1d6 plus 2 is 5. So, Riker. It's 11.
Miss.
Miss. And then this one's charging up, coming behind you, Riker. Only got a 6, so miss. All right, now it is up to Dawn.
Okay. I want to hit the guy with fairy fire. Unless 5. That's a 15.
Oh,
Okay, we're good. I thought it was a 1 and a 5.
Angry fire.
Okay.
Roll your damage.
Nice.
5 damage.
You just kind of run up and you just bring your fist right across its jaw. Just kind of, you see a tooth go flying.
I'll do my bonus action.
Okay.
Unarmed.
Okay.
And then we'll total is 18.
You hit. Roll your damage.
So I have magical
6.
inspiration.
Nice.
You can add.
Okay. All right. You kind of, as you bring one cross and then you bring up the leg and then just right in the crotch. It's still just, but he's still standing tall.
Down.
All right, Dima.
I want to run over here behind this guy.
Okay.
We're gonna do some stab actions.
Stabby stab.
Yeah. Yeah, that ain't gonna hit. It's a 10.
All right. You come running around the side, just barely. It's kind of like Flash running past Superman. Superman just kind of barely catches it. So he kind of sidesteps just out of the way as you try to attempt your dagger. All right. Top of the round. All right, Dora, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna look at the one in front of me and go, "Hey, how do wolves eat their food? They wolf it down." I'm gonna cast vicious mockery. You must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
All right.
Here I
I
am
got a
without my
16.
collar.
Oh, come on. Okay. Nothing happens.
Okay.
And then I'm going to.
You just chuckle at yourself.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to find myself so funny, I'm just going to stand there and chuckle.
Okay. Riker.
David.
Going after the one that
You've marched.
initially engaged. Yes.
All right.
There we go. 21.
21. You hit. Roll your damage.
6, 9.
9. Okay. All right. You bring your blade across and just, but he's still rocking and rolling. Okay. All right. Splinter.
I'm gonna stay within his
Yes. Yeah.
but scoot around so I can attack.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Use that fairy fire.
And I'm gonna cast Burning Hands.
Okay.
That's a dex save 12.
Dex save of 12. Got an 11.
14.
All right. Describe your killing stroke.
Gonna turn around and just like 5-finger palm strike right in the center of the chest. Flames are gonna just go up, around, and engulf the head.
Nice.
Jeez.
All right. As you just kind of like with a sinister look, you just grab the middle of his chest and literally you just start seeing his skin start to crumble into crisp, and literally the flame goes up, burns away the hair, melts away the face, revealing the muscles, and then back into the bones and ligaments, and finally it just falls over like a flaming skull onto the ground. And gone. All right.
I'm just gonna turn around and face this guy and be like, You want to dance? You want to jive? Come on.
Yeah, he looks at you, raise the battle axe up.
I'm just standing there looking at where this guy was like.
Got 14.
Just.
Just hits.
Just.
Oh no.
Silvery
Class of
bars.
14.
I'm going to I'm gonna like use the last of like the fairy fire just to make a poof, a purple. Your friend just went woof. Roll.
So I got a
Higher roll?
17.
Oh.
So I still hit.
All right. Reaction. Use a warding flare disadvantage.
Okay. I got a 19 now. You're getting hit, buddy.
You're supposed to cast on the bad guy.
Minus 7 hit points.
Okay.
All right.
It's
Like
always
you literally see
We're trying.
Doros holding with one hand, holding up the fairy fire, and then the other casts silvery barbs, but it just falls short. And then you turn on flash. You guys see a bright flash, and this gnoll just grins and just hits you, waylays you down. All right, Doro. Next one's going after you. 22.
I think that hits.
All right, he's using a spear. 4 hit points. All right. Riker, next one after you. 11. Misses. Okay. And then you gonna turn around.
Oh no.
Go after Dima.
I passed my constitution. Oh wait, no, I didn't.
You got a 13.
Nope. Oh, yeah, that beats.
Okay. 1d6. 5 hit points.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Dawn, you're up.
Okay, run around, jump off some kind of log or something, and just I'm gonna try to deck him.
Okay.
17.
You hit.
4 damage,
Okay.
and I get unarmed strike and just hit him again. It's 12.
You miss on the second one. Okay. Dima.
Try to stab him again.
Stab stabby.
Yeah. Nope.
No. Okay. All right.
But this time I am going to use my cunning action to disengage.
Okay. All right. All right. So top of the round.
Try it.
Continue or discuss.
I think we're fine.
I
All right,
yeah,
let's do
just
it.
keep on,
Dora, go.
keep on stabbing.
No
You're up.
particular strategy.
I'm gonna look at like my couple of stab wounds I have and go pull out my rapier. My turn. And just thrust it.
Copy.
Oh, okay. Well, 12.
12. You miss. All right. You're like my turn, and he just swats it away.
I'm gonna look over at I'm blanking on your character, Splinter, and go, help, please, and use that to cast Bardic Inspiration on you.
Sweet. Awesome. Cool. All right, Riker.
Alright, yeah. Still fighting with my guy that's smart.
That one.
Yep.
All right. Roll away.
21.
You hit. Roll your damage.
9.
9. Okay. All right. You like literally just scrape down from the top of the shoulder arm. He's definitely very wounded, but he is not down. Okay. All right. Splinter.
All right. I'm gonna go on the other side, so flanking him with Dawn.
Okay.
I'm gonna take out my hand axe and attack.
Okay.
That is a dirty 20.
You hit. Roll your damage.
It's a 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Good job. All right. You kind of bring your hand axe, you stick it right into its chest, and it lets out this. But still hanging in there. Yep. Okay. All right. It grabs the hand axe and just rips it and just brings down its axe on top of you. Oops. With a 5. Misses. Okay.
Dodge out with my shield.
All right. And then Doro, the one that kind of swatted, he's swinging at you again with 6. So. I can't hurt you, but I can block on here. And then Riker, the one you're bouting off with, got a nat 20. Make a DC Constitution save,
On the same.
please.
Just like
Nat 20.
Nice. Sweet. All right. You don't get that, but you still get your double damage. 12 hit points.
That's over half.
For you?
Yeah.
You gotta roll Constitution save.
4.
You got a 4? Alright, you're unconscious. Alright, the blow hits you so hard, you just kind of get thrown back and you land right at Doro's feet.
Hey man, what happened?
Okay. And he just pulls a spear and you just duck out of the way. It goes right past your head. Okay, alright, top of the round. Doro, you're up.
Oh yeah, I'm not sharing a round with anybody anymore. Dima, are you okay over there?
I'm great.
Oh, well.
I got a get out of jail free skull in my pocket.
Or your face.
Well, in that case, I'm going to turn and attack the hurt.
Intimidate these guys
This one
again.
right here.
Okay.
Can you
Or
I forgot that it was
You hit.
crossed.
Roll your
Yeah.
damage.
It
10
tells me
points
that-
of piercing damage.
We also have
Nice.
the other.
Nice.
I'm just gonna like find the finest gap in the armor and just like thrust it elegantly, like all the way through, trying to pierce its heart.
Right, you literally just like almost like a ballet dance spin around, and you spin around, you bring your rapier up, and it literally just sinks into the softest tissue and just you can see it point right out the back. It just looks at you and its eyes just go lifeless. And then it falls dead. Alright, Riker, roll a constitution saving throw, see if you wake up.
Use the board.
13.
Still unconscious. Alright, Splinter, you're up.
Splinter's gonna dive cross between Doro and the knoll to get on this side.
Okay.
Reach down and cast Cure Wounds on Riker.
Okay. Alright.
That is,
You turning your back? The giant thing with the spear.
Fine, I got
that
it.
is 8 points of healing.
Nice. Alright, and you are awake. You're still prone, so on your next round you
And
have
then-
half movement to get up.
With that, spin around so I'm like facing this dude just with my shield. Right.
Copy that. Sounds good. Alright. Alright, so this dude swings on Doro. With a 10.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. Sweet. Alright.
Told you.
This
You're
one
next, Doc.
comes charging up and attacks Splinter.
Alright.
With a 15.
Hits.
Hits. Perfect.
Warding Flare.
Okay. Alright. I got a 16 on this one.
Still hits.
Alright.
It's worth a try.
Yes. Alright. Minus 7 hit points.
I am out.
Alright, roll Constitution saving throw.
13.
13? Okay, so you don't go unconscious, but you are now officially in negative hit points if it took you below 0.
Took me below, but I'm going to use Relentless Endurance,
Okay.
and I'm dropped into 1.
Perfect. Okay. Alright. Alright. Cool. Alright, so this one, even though it's an attack, you get yourself an attack of opportunity, Dima.
Say no to a free attack. 18.
18, you hit.
Nice. Alright. He's not being flanked anymore though, right?
No.
No sneak attack for me. 4 plus 2 is 6.
Okay.
How about the
It's attacking you with a 18.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Minus 5 hit points. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just punch him.
Okay.
I'm gonna like kick the back of his knee. That's close.
Okay. Alright.
It's almost a trip. The 19.
Now you hit. Roll your damage.
That's 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay. Alright.
So I'll just kick the back of his knee out and then like twist his neck.
Alright, yeah. Alright. You literally just in 2 moves and literally just feel the snap and crunch in your hand as it falls to its knees and just topples over. You just kind of flip it and push it over.
Can I run and smack that guy now?
Yeah.
Well, okay, that's 13.
You miss.
Yeah.
Alright, you come running up, you kind of parkour off the little slant of the volcano, flip around, try and hit it, and just kind of overshot just a little bit. Okay, now
Alright, so we're gonna do a little dance when we move around him. I'm gonna take a bonus action to disengage when we go over here and stab this guy in the back.
perfect. Alright.
The perfect rogue move.
Yeah.
Let me move.
Yep.
That's gonna be a 15.
You hit.
Sweet. Alright, finally, my first sneak attack.
Yay.
7, 8, 9 damage.
She's like, I don't know. Doro.
Riker, are you conscious? Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna expend all of my movement to lift him, pick him up.
Okay.
And like have him kind of lean on me. And
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on the far. I would appreciate it if you failed this time.
I got a nat 1, so.
Yes.
Double damage. Actually, no. I will play a critical hit because a critical fail. Alright.
3 points of radiant damage.
All right, quadruple that.
12 points of radiant damage.
I loosened him up for you.
All right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. So he turns. He's
the
turning
island
around.
sun.
He's turning around as it just all of a
The
sudden just
proximity of the
cooks.
volcano.
You smell burning dog flesh at this point in time. He's on fire, but he's still.
I've never done that before.
He's still cooking. All right, Riker.
So he
You're
got
up.
me up.
You're
Alright.
up on me.
So, in using his momentum, I'm just gonna try to cut under that Knowles
Okay.
underbelly there.
Okay.
8.
That's a no. All right. So you kind of
Perfect
Dora
leverage.
flips you up. As he flips you up, you see him cast, and you're like kind of caught off a
there's a
little
hot
guard.
dog and a
You
wiener
feel the
dog.
heat of the fire come shooting, of the radiant sun just shooting behind, and then as you turn, you went to swing, and the knoll just dodges out of the way. Splinter.
Shame.
Sacred Flame on the guy that just got Sacred Flamed.
Sacred flame it. All right. I got 5.
Fail. 7 points of radiant damage. The flames are going to start in his boots and just go up like
Okay.
one side and just
Literally, it starts to charge. Riker, you literally see it charging. All of a sudden, you just see Splinter's hand reach over the top of your shoulder, and it hits it. And as it's charging, it literally goes from burnt to charcoal to ash to the bones just falling at your feet.
Oh, that's so cool.
So, all right. One guy remains. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch, attack, or bite, stealth. All right, Splinter.
Always.
It's okay, I got a net one. All right, so he turns around to swing at you. You literally just kind of dodge out of the way, spins around, overthrows, and literally just brings it down, chopping off his big toe, and he falls over dead from the pin.
Embarrassment. Well, that was anticlimactic. Not that I'm complaining.
I
but-
exactly was
I
the
gotta-
entire
I
time.
gotta respect him. He
Is
went
it
on
just
his
me,
own
or can you
terms.
feel disappointed when it's just pathetic?
The figure
I no longer feel
returns.
disappointed.
Corvus returns, and he's just like, wonderful.
So I'm gonna cast Misty Step, and I'm gonna
Okay.
poof into smoke. I'm gonna appear right beside him and put the
Okay.
skull on.
Okay. All right. So
We're gonna do another penance
roll
saving.
Constitution saving throw. Hang on. Let me. Yes. Sweet. Sweet. Awesome. So you got a nat 20. Perfect. So you're not automatically dead.
Right.
But we'll still keep the nat 20. But I really need to ask you: do you really want to do this?
Yes.
I mean, I feel like he's a very powerful guy, and we need to like kill him as ASAP. So I'm inclined to do it. Plus, I really like wearing the skull.
Okay. All right. So you go running in. You feel like this energy kind of come over the top of you, and you're able to brush it off as you're sneaking in. But as soon as you get in, all of a sudden 3 of him appear and face steps, and he grabs you by the throat and just lifts you up.
Uh-oh.
You've literally, he starts squeezing as you start to choke. All right.
He was ready for that. I thought he wouldn't be.
So he's lifting you up,
No, more.
and he looks over at all of you and goes, "Lay your weapons down, Riker." Do it.
Sacred Flame.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
Produce flame and
Let's go for an armbar.
So you lower your weapon because you're knowing what's happening. Splinter, go ahead.
It's a DC save of 12.
DC save of 12.
That's
I've
true.
got a 25.
me all the time.
That was a 19 on the die. 24 to hit.
Yes.
What?
What?
I have regret.
Let the fire fizzle out of my hand.
All right. So you both cast at the same time. His guiding bolt's ahead, and it literally he just holds up his free hand, and it literally just absorbs into his skin, and then he just laughs as clouds kind of overshadow your radiant energy. All right, Don, you're producing flame. Don.
It's an 18, but that's
18? Okay. All right. So yeah, you miss. So
That's
you
not gonna do
literally, yeah,
anything.
it just literally just fizzles right before
it
you
was
hit.
half-hearted. It was
just like, all right.
Sorry.
Dima,
Armbar time.
armbar time.
Grapple check?
Yep, grapple check. That's correct.
Just strength.
Strength, yep. It was strength.
16.
He got a 21. So, all right. So yeah, literally, you're just like, You just can't. You can't. And he smiles and goes, Rika, tell your friends to lay their weapons down.
Stop. Well, my hand axe is still in the ground somewhere, so I'm just gonna like lower the shield.
All right. Okay. Dora, what are you doing?
I'm gonna sheath my rapier.
All right. Don.
I'll just kind of
Does it
stand
feel
there.
All right.
Just-
Sheath your guns. Put them away.
He looks over at Dima. Man, I cannot believe this is happening right now. This is so awesome. Sorry. I was not expecting this to happen. So, all right, literally, he looks at Dima in the face and then looks back over. He goes, "You're going to love this." And literally, all of a sudden, just a cloud of like dark, evil voices start to just penetrate the atmosphere, and you literally just hear, and it's like almost like it's speaking through everything, and just you guys feel the weight start to push on you down as you guys are moving down. Except for you're like all of a sudden you just feel the curse start pulling from you. It is just shredding your face. It's literally just pulling from you, and it starts absorbing into him, and he just throws you about 30 feet towards your friends. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
What language is enchanting?
Death magic. Yes, you'll know that.
Okay.
9.
9. Okay, you hit the ground. You're just unconscious. All of a sudden, you guys just see him kind of raise up about 10 feet and just start spinning in the sky, and all this dark magic. And then you feel something come flying past your head, Fraser, and you see the skull that Dima had gun. He grabs it, and then you feel your satchel start to catch fire, and the skulls fly out. And it's like spinning, and they start lining up with his face. And immediately transforms into this giant black being, which I don't have because I was not expecting this.
Yeah, I think
And he
we fucked
lands.
up.
And now he's 9 feet tall. Silver claws, hooded black, and staring at all of you. Bow before me.
Well, in another universe, I think he might have gotten some eternity pellets, but I think we're pretty much.
I'm just gonna collapse through knees and like just shock and despair.
Okay, all right.
Can I try to like dart into? Are we still right by that little cabin? That
You're literally right
it's
there.
like, can I try to like
You're
in there? 'Cause-
So you're gonna run into the cabin?
yeah.
All right. So what you recognize is this is a reincarnation chant.
Oh.
As you run to the door, as soon as you open it, you literally see Miranda standing there. She's just sweating and just pale. She goes, "Get out of my way!" And she pushes past you.
Oh.
All right. So she's pushing past you. Splinter, what are you doing?
Seeing Miranda come out, I'm gonna kind of like open a pathway for her because it seems like she's on a mission. So wherever I am, I'm just gonna kind of sidestep.
Okay. All right. So you kind of just sidestep as she starts moving her way front. Riker, what are you doing?
I'm gonna run over and check her.
Check Dima? Okay. All right. All right. You notice that she literally has scars all over her face, like glass was just shooting out of her face and coming out.
Maybe
Miranda walks over and puts her hand on your shoulder and goes, "Bro, stand up. You're embarrassing me."
Jotaro. From the doorway.
You see her
run away.
She grabs her pendant and she looks out and she goes, "Dark Watcher of the Deep, you shall not become the evil." And he just smiles. And literally all of a sudden you just see this black thing shoot out and it hits Miranda and she's holding on to her pendant and like it just absorbs in, and she turns and grins, almost like everything slows down. Everything slows down and she goes, "Whatever you do, run." And then she pushes back and a bright light just hits everybody, like just, and her, when the light dissipates, they're both gone.
Well, you heard her. Let's go. To the boat.
As you guys are starting to move to the boat, all of a sudden you feel the ground start shaking.
Boat now. Boat.
Smoke starts billowing out of the volcano.
Very cool to the boat.
All right, so to get to the boat, you can choose acrobatics or athletics. You decide. But
Because you're unconscious. So
Yeah,
who
I'm
wants to...
Riker is going to be carrying her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
21.
21,
19.
19, 18.
15.
15? All right. So you guys all make it back to the boat.
Yes.
All right.
I jog.
Okay. All right. To successfully get away before the volcano explodes, you need to be 90 feet out. So for 90 feet out, you need 2 rowers, and both of those rowers need to roll successful survival checks.
So you two go for it.
No pressure. This is fine.
Yeah. All good.
8 bardic inspiration there.
8.
The one. I got 19 for the
All right.
first
Yep.
one. Natural 20.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
All right.
No, my
So
second.
Riker, you kind of put her down, and you're trying to row, but you can't. But Don's just like, nope, nope, nope.
Don's got a strong survivalist.
Don's probably the most familiar with volcanoes.
All right.
Yes.
As you guys get out, the waves are choppy, and all of a sudden you just hear like a vibration sound, and these waves just come spreading out, and you see the top just ash, soot, and pillars fly everywhere. However, you guys need to roll athletics checks to see if you stay on the boat, and then you need to roll extra athletics checks to see if you can hold on to Dean.
Dude,
Did you get that one?
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay.
I got 20.
20, all right. Sponsor?
6.
7. So all of a sudden you just, did you do me a favor and roll for her?
Dirty 20.
Okay. All right.
You were busy saving her.
Yeah.
All right, so it's just literally you see the blast coming. You put your body down on top of Dima as it hits. It hits the boat, tips to the side, throwing you 3 into the water. But Don holds on, and as it splashes down, like all of a sudden you see Dima just roll to your feet, her face just completely bloodied, and you just see ash. So you feel the heat and you smell the sulfur
Just like
of the volcano blowing up. You guys are all in the water, but no damage.
Yeah. Alright. Gonna climb back into the boat.
Okay.
Pull them up.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna kind of sit there and shock. Kind of
Get in the
everything
boat.
that just happened.
Yeah. But I don't think anyone necessarily has a van, but I think we need to head north. Because
Yeah, because that's where...
that's
The other-
Does anybody want to attend to Dima?
I was gonna say, I can't really do much except just like slap her face.
Read it.
2 wounds on Dima, which would be 4 points of healing. Dima.
Okay. All right. As you start to lay your hands, you see some of the wounds start to close. Dima, you wake up in this serene place. It is bright white everywhere. And your voice, a familiar voice, it says, "Hello, dearie."
Oh, Miranda, hi. Where are we?
Well, unfortunately, I'm fully in Euphoria now. You, half alive, half awake, or in the in-between.
Oh, okay. Can I go back?
I'm going to send you back,
Oh, yay! Thank you.
but there's something that I need, Dina.
Of course, anything.
First and foremost, you must get to the island so that you can sail a ship back to Winter Mist. They must be warned that the Dark Watchers have risen. This is really, really bad. I don't know what plans they had here fully, but nevertheless, the Dark Watcher unloosed. I had a feeling those skulls, but my magic was blocked. I couldn't. Nevertheless, they must be warned in Winter Mist. Also, when you wake, there'll be something in your head. I need you to give that to my husband. Corbin He is the guild captain for the Rose Guild. Tell him that I loved and I died with dignity. Goodbye, my love. And taps your head. You wake up and you see literally Dima sits up and she's just tears streaming down her face.
Alright, we're back. Yes. We're heading north. Yeah.
As you open it up, you see the simple heart clap. And you open it up and you see a picture of who you believe is Corbin, who you've never met. And then you see Miranda holding two children that you've met. And you clasp it. And you just close your eyes. Take a deep breath.
Is it small enough to fit inside of like a pendant that
Yes.
way? I'm gonna put it inside of a pendant.
Right.
Well, that escalated quickly.
I'm gonna just try to climb it in the boat and just like stand up, just Edward! Turn around the other direction. Edward!
As you're calling, all of a sudden you hear tap tap right next to you. You see him hit his beak.
Were you always down there?
He flops over and lays in Dima's lap. And just puts his head down, letting kind of as a sign of sorrow but comfort.
Splitter just kind of keeps the boat going north.
Alright. So you guys
Not
start
a lot of
rolling.
strangely stoic. Just like, this is our plan. We're going.
I think it's gonna be worse than that.
We gotta
I think
get-
it's gonna be angrily tense, at least between me and you.
We gotta get to the island so we can get in a boat and leave this place.
Wondering if we should leave you behind.
I'm better now. He took the curse out of me. That's why my face is all fucked up.
That's what, third time you've done that, jeopardized everything, perhaps. Jeopardized the whole world.
Yeah, well, it worked out the first 2 times, so...
We told you not to do it. How can we trust? How can we rely on this? How can we depend that
Because we're in this together.
you're not going to
We
jeopardize
ain't gonna leave a
us?
man behind. Or we'll find something to do.
Can I row?
Sure.
Give you a row. Give you an oar.
I'm just gonna set the silent thing and start rowing.
But he's right. Don't be so reckless next time. Don't get lost in this formation for power.
We also need to be more careful what we say.
In that, just, I would imagine Splitters is kind of near the front of the boat, kind of be like, okay, we're heading this way. You just slowly, it's like taking rags and kind of patching himself up.
Okay. So you begin to row what you believe is north, and Dima sits next to you, somber as you are, just kind of. And now Edward is sitting on your shoulder. You guys are just starting to row.
What can we even do? That was my strongest spell ever. Any other creature that knocked it off its feet, or at least done drastic damage, and it blew it off like it was nothing. We are pathetically weak.
You're new, that's it.
We need to go back and warn the rest of the guild what's going on.
Mission-
We're not equipped to
mission
deal with this
doesn't change.
ourselves.
Mission doesn't change, exactly. We keep going, we keep doing, we do the mission.
But who can stop them?
That's where we
We'll
go.
find someone. We have to.
You gotta remember, I just found out folks are still initiates. There's still a lot to learn, boys and girls. Still a lot to learn. You hang in there together. We'll all make mistakes. I'm 84 years old. I still make mistakes.
But you're 84.
Dawn, you kind of take a look around the boat, and you see Dima sitting up front, and you can hear her sniffling. You see Splinter just He's rowing, but like almost at a gaze. You look over and you look at Doro's face, desperation, and then you look at Riker and just stone cold stoicism, just focused.
I think I'm gonna sidle up next to Doro, even though it's like we're all cramped in there. Be like, look, I get it. You gotta calm down, or at least channel it.
She
Channel it productively.
killed Miranda.
We all did by carrying those stupid skulls around and letting her do this in the first place. I get it, but it doesn't matter now. It's too late. It happened. Now we gotta figure it out.
How do we know what will happen?
I'm just saying, don't throw her out the boat.
Oh, that's tough.
Okay. That's it.
All right.
I'm just watching.
2 hours pass, no sign of land. You can still see the volcano in the distance, billowing black into the sky. As you're rowing and rowing, all of a sudden you hear a voice, Dima. Do you want vengeance?
Yes, absolutely. Do I have to answer out loud? I think.
No, it's up to you. Do you want to answer out loud? You're obviously, you look around, you notice nobody else heard it. It's just you.
No, I definitely think yes, 100%.
I'm still here. You took part of my power, but I want it back. You must drink blood of the Dark Watcher. Drink it. I can bring me your precious captain
I'm just gonna keep rowing and not answer it at this point in time.
Alright. Alright.
And then also for the healing stuff, when they healed me, and they like didn't heal me all the way, I don't want more healing. I'm gonna.
So you want like healing, but not like restoration?
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to carry your scars?
Yes, please.
Okay. Alright. So your charisma goes down by 2.
After a while, Splinter just gets tired. Just kind of flags for someone to be like, alright, who wants to step in? Because, yeah.
I got it.
You kind of let go of the road and you see blisters and a splinter.
It's on the other hand this time.
Yeah. You're like, irony.
And it's just gonna kind of go lay in the back of the boat. Just kind of toss and turn and then just kind of cover and kind of curl up against the back.
And being a ranger and coast, understanding nautical, keeping north.
On Dora.
I'm just scribbling in the notebook, kind of processing.
Staring back towards the volcano.
Alright. Every once in a while you see just like a puff of orange hit the skies. It's still spewing out. And it just, you still smell the sulfur. And as you're kind of smelling, you kind of take in deep breaths and it kind of reminds you a little of home and where you came from, and your thoughts go back to your family. For all you that you remember, Dawn, is you know that the Dark Watchers, from the stories of your family, these are some of the biggest bad from the Death King's army. You know, in fact, that there are 24 to be precise. And you know also that they will bring nothing but death across this land. You just kind of stare somberly. Little thoughts of home, but also sadness because now your family's in danger. All of you go to that point. Even Dima, knowing the distance between you and your family. But you realize Everon is in trouble. And you have no way of telling anyone. You find yourself in this ocean. You believe that you're going north still. In fact, Who's rowing? Dima and
Me.
Riker?
This
Both
is
of you roll a nature check.
21.
18.
You both are sure that you're going north still, so good job. You're still flopping. Another couple hours pass by, and Edward taps you on the shoulder and he just flies up. And you kind of see him disappear a little bit into the mist.
Follow the bird.
Alright. Alright. Both of you roll an athletics check, please.
19.
3.
3? Okay. Alright. Dima, at this point, you've been rowing for 5 hours. You
What's
just,
the point of exhaustion?
yeah, you just kind of sit there and let go of the oar, and you feel yourself tugging. You see the boat start to turn in your direction. You look over and see Dima's just, her lips are now chapped from exhaustion and dehydration to the point of you guys all feel the boat just kind of.
Need a rower, get a ration, drink.
I'll hop up. Just
Right.
nudge you
Roll
with my
an
foot.
athletics check.
Natural 20.
Nice.
I'm good at boats now. I can't swim, but I'm good at boats.
After almost drowning.
Yeah. Yep. All right.
Yeah,
you
Roger
just
would say
kinda
just don't light it on fire.
take up the road. You guys are both just. About 15 minutes later, Edward flies around the boat and just caws 3 times, and then flies straight to where you can see, but almost like he's gliding just maybe 20 feet in front of you, like he's guiding you in.
See that, Don?
Yep.
All right.
Follow the bird.
In about 15 minutes, you start to see torchlights up ahead through the mist.
Lights ahead, boys. Wake up.
What do you guys want to do?
Splinter just kind of turns back around, but his face is just stained with tears. Just gets up, goes to the front. Just like, all right, here we go.
You know, you're awake, but you're tired.
Solemnly eating a ration or whatever we have.
Dora, you look up for your book and you see the lights.
Last time we saw lights, we nearly died. What do we think might lie before us now?
I don't know.
Okay, look at the
Let's
bird.
find out.
Edward, is it safe?
It flies around the boat and caws again and flies towards the lights.
I'm gonna trust the bird. Seems to know more than any of us do.
I mean, I could have given it a fingernail.
No self-mutilation in the group.
Very useful.
No,
Maybe not
No.
right now.
use a hair or something, man.
Yep. We'll follow the bird.
Yep.
Slowly but surely, the boat makes its way, and you notice that the water starts to calm, and the splashing becomes a little louder from the oars because it's such calm. And as it starts to pull up, you see a dock, and sitting on the edge is a little girl with a fishing rod, a string attached. She looks up and she looks at you and puts down her fishing rod, and she see her kind of step up, and she just waves.
Splinter would have waved at the kid before
All right.
she went off. I think we dock here.
Can we see buildings or anything, or like outlines of?
As of
Anything?
right now, you can see things, but you're
Mhm.
not sure what they
Okay.
are. Like you see a lot more lights. So
Okay.
as you guys got gradually closer, a lot more lights started to penetrate through the mist and through the darkness.
Can I make a perception check as far as we can see other docks on the boats on the docks, or what type of
Roll
boats?
perception.
19.
19. So immediately as you see the little girl come running back, and she's smiling, and she's dragging along a man with her, right? He comes up, and he's bald and has piercings, and you know, he just comes up and he looks at you, and he goes, Ubata, and he's waving you guys in.
And,
Dock here.
Raka, do you want to be take the lead on discussion topics and such with these people?
I'll do what I can.
All right. I don't understand the language. I think you
Do I recognize it?
Mhm.
know. All right, here we go. Dock up.
All right. You guys dock up. All right. Roll a survival check for time to rope. That's it might be something. We'll go survival.
That's 4.
4. Okay. You kind of flip it around and just kind of splashes in the water. The man looks at you, goes, "Ubuta, ubutuba." All right. He grabs a rope and he ties you guys up and like ties it real tight, like quickly and tightly. So he definitely very
Midship. Yeah.
yes seaworthy. And they drop down a ladder that kind of stands on the edge of your boat. And he goes, "Ama, ma."
Come on, folks. Head on a swivel. Be polite.
All right. Who's going up first?
I will.
Okay.
I'll head
He-
up after.
He reaches down and kind of lifts you up and goes, "Aya, aya, ufruma." And he grabs you and kind of gives you a hug and kind of watch you pass, and then pulls you up and go. He kind of touches your face a little bit. No, ubata, ubata. All right. What are you three doing?
I'll follow up.
Okay. Okay. And he kind of looks at you and he's like, ah, and kind of goes over the top of your hair. Like,
Lightly pull back.
While this is happening, I'm going to take kind of some of the soot and salt, just rub it on my ears, and just ritual cast comprehend language.
okay. All right.
Nice.
Okay. All right. As soon as you cast, you hear him talking, and he goes, "Ooh, fire, 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 magic fire."
Did my hair.
Only
Weird.
understand it, I can't speak it.
Yeah, Dom is
You
still
know.
kind of going, like, has no idea what's happening. Just
Not
that
moving,
somebody's-
just the head. Just like.
I think you like
Friend,
my hair.
friend, take my hand, friend. All right. And pulls you up and lifts you out of the boat. Oh, sad one. All right. As you start kind of walking towards the little girl that was there, she looks at you and she just, as you're kind of got your head right at the footing of the dock, she grabs and she just kind of wipes away one tear. I'll try to do that. So, and then the man goes, he speaks in a language you don't know, but you hear, "It's okay. It will pass," and pulls you up. And he starts looking at you and like, "Hebini? Ida Hebini?" And you understand he's saying, "Do you speak Hebini?"
Hey, do you perchance speak Hibidi?
Benny?
Yeah.
No.
I look at.
Oh, but you understand. You hear the words.
You can hear what he's saying?
Yes.
Great. Caster. Yeah. Hmm.
And I get some sparks of prestidigitation in my fingers.
Oh, the girl's like,
I roll my eyes.
hey. He looks at you and goes, "We are Hibini. Welcome to our tribe.
Thank you.
Welcome. Ah, Raven." And he pats on your symbol. "Raven, where's your captain?"
What's he saying?
I'm gonna walk away.
All right.
Yeah,
All right. Oh. Hmm.
Music man, what's he saying?
Were you at the boom boom? I see. You need shelter? Food? Come with me. Come. You
We'll
come.
go with him. He will grant us food and shelter and rest.
All right.
Right
So
on.
the four of you start to walk. Timo, what are you doing?
I want to lag. I'm not gonna go up to it, but I'm gonna wait until
Okay.
just like aimlessly walking along the beach.
Okay. All right. You kind of see Dima plop down from the dock and kind of start walking on the beach, kind of heading off a little bit on her own. What are you doing?
I just punch their shoulder and just walk beside.
Okay.
Do I see him?
Yeah, you see that.
Oi, we want to stay together. I know it's rough right now. Gotta stay together.
Okay.
All right. So you two start walking back, okay. And he's Come. Right, and you guys start walking past, and as you walk in, you see a very lively and bustling village. People everywhere, just dressed in primitive clothes, women carrying baskets, and men carrying like tools and things like that. That they're, you think of like the typical Aborigine tribe, but with more modern dress. And you just see people everywhere, and they're happy and they're alive. Like they see you and they're not afraid. And you can hear him say to all these people, "Ravens have come. Ravens have come." The four of you have no clue what's happening, but Doro's like you're starting to feel safe.
Right.
Like this is a good place to be.
I'm like interacting with different things in the environment, trying to be like, oh, food, or like, oh, like if somebody's using a tool in a different way, I'd be like, oh yeah. Like,
you're jotting down a lot of notes.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Splinter reaches down just instinctively to his hand axe, and it's gone. He left it on the island.
Don, what are you doing?
I just look like so distracted, looking at everything. Like, all the new shiny things. This is like what she wanted. Go experience things and see new things.
The atmosphere is very warm and welcoming and friendly. It's almost like cinnamon and sugar have filled your senses. The town is lively, and people, as they're hearing you, they start joining in a song together, singing a song which you guys immediately recognize as the anthem of the Ravens.
How do you know us?
Come. We will tell you. We'll take you to Chief. Come.
we'll go to the chief. Maybe he'll be able to explain.
So, I'm finally able to relax for the first time in 3 years, but I'm still guarded, but I'm trying to lurk and listen to cues and trying to find, what did he say?
You make your way through the village. You notice that the huts are definitely very primitive, made out of straw and hatch and things like that. You notice that the windows, there are some glass, but not a lot. Most are just wooden windows that kind of bar the entrance. You see a lot of chickens and pigs, livestock, so you could assume that they're probably mostly animal farmers or herders of some kind. That's your first assumptions as you're walking through. You guys make your way into this main square, and you see this very large hut sitting in the center. You see the gentleman who's been guiding you through. He goes in through the door and comes out and wait here. When Chief comes out, bow. So he goes inside.
When the guy comes out, everybody just make sure we bow, show our thankfulness and respect for their people.
Does he get the chief?
Yes, probably. I mean, there might be an entourage, but not for one, but the one we recognize. Important.
You notice that the crowd, it's like almost a whole village. There's at least 300 people surrounding you guys at this point. And all of a sudden you hear this loud zoom, zoom coming from the top of the hut. Like almost like somebody's hitting some sort of gong or something like that. And then everybody gets quiet. Still quiet. You see a puff of smoke come out of the hut door. And two beautiful women come walking out. They're topless, but yet have grass skirts. They come walking out, and one goes to the right, one goes to the left. And then 4 men coming out carrying a seat with a man sitting on top of the seat who has a golden mask.
Bow.
You guys all bow, and you see everybody bowing.
The smallest bow possible.
Don't fucking bow before no one. Alright, and he sits down, and he hops up out of his and looks at you guys, and then looks at the gentleman that you guys have been walking with. He turns, and you see him whisper in his ear. The gentleman looks at you. You understand. You understand, yeah? Yeah, perfect. This is Chief Adubu.
Chief Adubu.
Yes. Bow again. Yeah, yes.
Gonna follow.
Yes. Chief Adubu, Welcome, Raven. We've been waiting 200 years.
He says he's been waiting for us for 200 years.
What tribe are you from?
Soulther.
Ah,
Soulther.
sheep? You have sheep?
No.
No sheep. How'd you get here? Obviously boat, but the boom boom. How did you get the boom boom?
Bro.
That's how we got here.
Yeah.
And you see
He asked if we had a ship, but we only have the small boat.
the chief's face is towards you, right? And you notice that the gentleman walks back there, and as soon as he starts to talk, he just puts his hand up. And then he leans and whispers in the guy's ear again. And then the gentleman comes back and goes, no ship,
No ship.
sinking sea?
See.
Adubu wish to know what happened to Captain. Did you kill Uku? And he looks over at that, and he walks back over, he waves back over and whispers, comes back. Did you kill Warlock?
No. Warlock killed Captain.
Oh, and he goes back. And the guy just with the golden just holds up his hand again. Puts it down, leans into the gentleman. Gentleman comes back to you. What's your purpose? Not right word. What is your mission?
Live.
Oh, good mission. He walks back to the guy, starts talking. You can see them kind of talking back and forth.
Really?
Adubu want to know why guild sent you here.
Yes.
They want to know why we're here, like what brought all of us here originally. But I don't know if they're expecting a particular answer, and if we don't give that to them, we'll be in trouble. I don't speak their language, so I can't necessarily go into detail about a merchant ship that came here years ago and then disappeared.
Well, if I remember correctly, we were here to come meet with some people. And if I remember correctly, Miranda says that her didn't talk. Perhaps we were supposed to meet with these people initially. But we got sidetracked, found a different island. However, I'm not too certain.
She was 263.
I'm gonna pull out her picture from my pocket.
Okay.
Show it to the guy.
Start to walk. As you start to walk, like the guy's like, no, and then all of a sudden you just see the chief raise hand, and then waves you on.
Yeah, show him the picture of Miranda.
He grabs Miranda. And you notice that his hands are also like they're sheathed in like golden gloves. He grabs it, pops it open, and he looks at the man. The man leans over. You whisper, and then the man looks at you. I ask question to her. You speak, yes?
Yes.
Why is she sad?
Why are you sad?
Because Miranda's dead. It's my fault.
I point at the locket and I just go,
I'm gonna talk a few minutes. Guy looks back at you. Ask her how her fault.
she wants to know how it's your fault.
I don't know how you're gonna relay that information. I mean, tell him about the
All our fault.
skull curse.
All you attack?
No. Weak. And I'd like pick up my sword and just drop it.
And he goes back to the man, and the man just And then the chief just nods his head and speaks again. The man looks. No one weak, chief say. You not defend?
I try. It don't make no difference.
You?
He wants to know if you tried to defend Miranda.
Just.
No.
I just point to like all the kind of gashes across my body. I'm still at like 1 hit point. Just like
Is that little girl nearby?
Is she standing back in the crowd?
I'm gonna point at her. And I'm gonna just point at her and the child. Her child. All of us, just to the child. And then point at the child and then point at the chief. Just insinuate that we are children before whenever we fought.
Grabs his hands and kind of clasps them together and puts them against his face. And then leans over to the man, and the man goes, looks at him kind of funny, and then back. Adobo wants to know you know not Raven's call?
I just shake my head. Does anybody know what the Raven's call is? Edward, do you have Edward?
No, he's flying about.
It went on me.
I go back before the chief about my head and just. No. I don't know.
You hear the chief takes a deep breath and just kind of blows out. As it blows out, it kind of whistles through the golden mask a little bit. The chief leans over and speaks to the man again. And then, what generation?
What do you say?
He wants to know what generation of the guild we are.
You folks are initiates.
Yes.
I'm third.
So I point to him and I go. I point to us and I go.
He just kind of puzzled, goes back, and you see the chief kind of put his hands on his lap and then just stands up and goes like this to you. And then leans down and starts talking to the man. The man comes back and goes, Guilds sent initiates to Misty Seas? Why?
We're all that's here.
urgent mission.
There is nobody else.
Splinter just kind of like slumps down on the floor, is just exhausted. He just like tries to like keep his head up, but he's just like kind of like nodding off.
You see the chief puts their foot down on the ground, and you notice it's gold plated again. Just this large cashmere robe kind of sits over the top, which you notice is like out of character from the rest of the village, right? Because you're talking like Aborigine, like they had just started finding development and stuff like that. And the chief walks over to you and puts out the hand.
Take it quickly.
As soon as you grab it, all of a sudden you just feel a jolt of adrenaline shoot through your body. You're fully restored.
Awesome.
Is there like a vision like do his wounds heal?
Yeah, everything just seals up.
Thank him. Thank him.
Bow. Bow much deeper.
Nods. And walks over and starts reaching for your face.
I say no, and I bow politely, but decline.
Goes back to the man. The man comes over. You wear scars for shame?
He wants to know if you want to keep the wounds as scars for shame.
I mean, yeah, I didn't want to really talk about it, but Yeah, if I had to put it into words.
You see the chief go over and reaches underneath the chair and pulls out a metal piece and walks over and hands it to you. You notice it's a silver mask.
I'm gonna put it on.
Alright. As soon as you put it on, back to health, but not restored. Seems like. Chief looks at Guy and nods 3 times, and all of a sudden he goes whoop whoop, and everybody in the village just kind of goes back to what they're doing. Chief, want to meet you inside. Yes, it's very special honor. Shoes, everything come off except for undergarment.
Everybody, you need to take off your shoes, your clothes, and your undergarments. And
Don's just like stripping down.
I'm gonna take everything off but my undergarment.
So everybody's undressing. All right, you leave the mask on.
Of course.
All right, guides you all in, but you notice he doesn't. The gentleman. I'm not allowed to enter. You go in. Chief will speak to you. Yes, you can understand Habini.
I get more soot and rub it on my ears. Yes, yes. And
Perfect.
this is very high honor. Even he's not allowed inside.
Noted.
So I thank him. I bow to him.
You guys go in and you see you walk in and this hut turns into a massive mansion
It's bigger on the inside.
on the inside. You see this grand hallway with pillars on each side. You see the chief walking down to a table that is a round table.
Is it in like the same style as the rest of the village?
No, like you're talking pristine pillars, like pristine marble, pristine stone, like just like a kingdom built this. Roll a perception check, Splinter.
And that is a 17.
As you're looking, you stare straight ahead and you look and you notice that there is a flag that is faded and old. And it has the symbol of winter mist on it, but completely like not the same. Like you recognize it, but there's old ruins and sigils to it that are not part of the modern day kingdom.
I softly relay that to the others, just like old winter mist.
As soon as you guys point out, you guys will look up and all of a sudden you hear cling, cling, cling. And you look and the chief slapped their fist against the table and kind of pointed. And all of a sudden you see 5 seats appear.
I think he wants us to join him.
Has he told us why we're half naked?
No.
I'm gonna go sit in the chair.
Just go sit.
I'll stand now and then I'll sit.
All right.
Yeah.
Snaps his finger and all of a sudden plates of food.
I'm taking it ravenously. It's the first meal we've had.
Slap his hand.
No.
Chief is just staring and watching you guys. You're all just kind of eating and.
Well, he's not apparently. Don't insult him. He's being generous and nice.
Would I recognize like
Keep
any
the
of
mask
the
on, just like
dishes as like these were probably from like the old winter mist region?
Roll history check.
16.
16. You look at these plates and you kind of glint off of it and you're like, this is old. This is old. And as you're standing, because you used to be a teacher, like you're just, in your mind, you're automatically like, this can't be. Because these are...
I'm trying to process it like, oh, this could be like a ruin of some kind. I mean, just like, I'm spitballing different ideas to myself, but kind of focusing on eating.
I'm just gonna pause and like look closer at a plate and kind of be like, and kind of just start looking around. Just like,
legit.
You see the chief starts popping off the latches to one of the gauntlets and pulls off the handle. And pulls off the hand. You notice it's a very elegant hand, almost feminine in grace. Puts the gauntlet down and it starts popping. And the mask is just literally just watching you guys.
Yeah.
And
I just tell her right here. These are old plates.
and pops. The
If you
cashmere
look
robe pops
there,
off.
that
lays
is
back on the chair that they're in.
old. That's old winter mist. Like from some books.
Roll a perception check, Riker.
17.
You immediately notice as the cashmere comes off, you see silver plate with a raven on it, but not like any of the guild. As the cashmere falls off, and the chief just looks at you, and then pulls off the mask. You see long black flowing hair kind of fall. And as soon as you pull off, you smell perfume. And sits down. You see a very beautiful woman with blue eyes sets down the mask. The first dynasty plates. Before there was ever even an order of the Raven.
Wait, you speak common?
Yes.
Was all of that for their benefit? Are you trying to protect and preserve their culture?
There's things that I take it you're the inquisitive one, yes.
Very. Always. Sometimes to my detriment. Sometimes.
Well, before we just dive right in, yes. Why don't you tell me who you are?
We are remains of the Soulther Guild.
Yes, that was established already. But who are you?
My name is Splinter. We all recently became initiates about 7 months ago, and we're still on a mission.
My name's Riker, and
A little old for an initiate.
I'm a third generation. They just found me a few days ago.
It was on an island about 8 hours south of here.
Island of the dead, no less.
Yes.
Encounter the warlock.
Yes.
More like the warlock. Just barely noticed us.
What do you mean?
Like, an encounter implies some sort of struggle normally, or some sort of meeting of equals, but we were like insects or fish before him.
I felt noticed.
Yeah.
So your captain is dead by then, yes?
No,
Yes.
No, she sacrificed herself to save
the
us.
warlock cursed her on the island of the dead. And so in order
May I
to
see your weapon?
Sure.
He said, flips it open. Interesting. To think that dwarves and half felines are now part of the kingdom is interesting.
Lots happened since then.
Since when? Pulls the claps. You got this with you, Lord? If she gave it to you.
do not want to be disrespectful. We are very appreciative, but who are you?
I need to ask some questions first, and then we'll get to that. Because you dodged my question up front. Why are you here?
Well, now you can tell her.
Well, I didn't know how to explain it.
Oh,
couldn't
I know.
speak her
Go fault.
language.
Just go ahead.
So, there were merchant ships that were disappearing, and we were sent to investigate what the cause was. And upon our journey, we were betrayed by somebody in the crew. We found some crystal skulls that belongs to a death cult. We found markings in the bodies of other raven captains just sitting in crates hidden. The ship was attacked by a kraken, and so we fled. And in our fleeing, we went to the island of the dead, and the Warlock's Island, and now we're here. We're trying to get back and notify the guild so that people who are more qualified than us might be able to help where they need.
What do the skulls look like?
There was still one green, blue,
Sapphire,
sapphire.
crystal, ruby.
How many were there?
Found 9.
But they were one short, right?
Each had 1 and 2 had 2, right?
Found these on your ship before we went down.
There were
7?
6.
6?
Yeah, and there was one that was missing that hadn't made it on the ship.
Interesting. And there were no other generations older to be sent on such a mission?
I think there were initiates sent to different missions all over the world.
The Ravens are performing multiple assignments all over Everion.
Yes. We've seen letters from other groups come in, at least before we were initial ones.
May I see these letters?
They were left back before we got on the ship of news reports.
How did you receive these letters?
Raven. They were sent to Miranda.
Did the Raven perish with Miranda?
No, he's outside.
And all of a sudden you just see her hold up her hand. And then, like, within 30 seconds, all of a sudden you hear Edward just and lands on her hand. And, like, they're just staring eye to eye. And about 2 minutes pass by. And she sets Edward down on the table. So, this is your Raven now. Captain.
No, I can't.
You are the captain of this guild. Whether you like it or not. Edward has spoken it. That's how these captains are chosen. Is by the birds.
No fighting.
I'm sorry to hear of Miranda. Edward told me her name. And it wasn't your fault. You can't make choices for evil. Whether you attacked or didn't attack. Corvus would not leave you alive, and you knew this. I'm assuming a bright flash white.
Yes.
She committed the ultimate sacrifice of Ravinia. Do you know the tale of Ravinia?
I remember it vaguely, but
Say it out loud, please.
The
Is
world
there
of
alcohol
Everon, the creation of the Order of the Raven, is steeped in
There,
the
you
heroic
notice that there's a mug. I'm sorry.
sacrifice of Ravina Rose,
Drink a lot of it.
the general of the
Sort of
Special
kinda-
Forces
She just looks over and
operation
smiles as he's talking.
of the Kingdom of Wintermist. The village of the Last Keep became the stage for the final battle between the Eternities War and a centuries-long conflict between the armies of the Ancient One and the Death King. As the demonic hordes of the Death King, known as the Fel, surrounded Ravina and her forces, all hope seemed lost. In a moment of desperation, Ravina made a plea to the Archangel Venus, whom she was named after. She offered her own life as a sacrifice, beseeching Ravinus to empower her to destroy the Fel and save the lives of her men. Moved by her selflessness and determination, Ravinus accepted Ravina's offer. The Archangel blessed her with the gift of the martyr, imbuing her with the strength and ability of ravens. This new power of Ravina unleashed a devastating assault on the Fel, breaking their ranks and saving her forces from certain doom.
Did she die?
After the Fel were defeated, a green light was told to be descended upon Ravina, draining her of her life force and encasing her in a coffin-like capsule. She's buried beneath the mountain, only a few know.
Well, strange the stories of legends that tell us. I'm surprised that none of you heard of the Raven's Call. Did you finish your training?
No.
No.
You'll only be a third year, so. She stands up and she turns around and holds up her hand. All of a sudden, you see a large stone door. Come.
So where are we?
All around.
All will be explained soon. Come, my inquisitive friend. All of a sudden, she holds up her hand and a blue orb forms and it illuminates this massive tomb. You just see you see multiple sarcophagi standing up, and she's holding, and she walks over and there's sigils and writings on the wall. There will come a time, the return of the Death King will wage, and the brotherhood and bond of ravens shall fight back. Well, my friends, now it is my turn to tell you who I am. And she turns and looks, and she lets the blue orb flow out, and it flows into the center of the room. And you see a large baby blue capsule broken open. I have been dead for over 1,000 years, and I woke up 100 years ago.
Splinter just falls on the floor.
My name is Ravini.